Hi friends, this is Rajeshwar Raipati and welcome to my channel Raipati. Today we'll be discussing something about analytical functions. Now before going to talking about analytical functions, I want to tell you the analytical functions that are in SQL are similar to the or same as the Windows functions that you have in Tableau. So the more you understand analytical functions, the more you understand your Windows functions. Now getting into the topic, now today I want to discuss about the need of analytical function and why the in the interviews they are focusing more on analytical functions. Okay, now see, I have this before. Okay, I have this table select star from EMP. I think all of us know this, right? Here I have my e name and I have sal. This is more important. These two are what we concentrate now. Also department number, these three. Now let me get into I want the e name and salary and the total investment here in this row. Now to get that, the problem is when I say select e name comma sal comma sum of sal from EMP, this is going to give me an error because whenever I use an aggregation function, I need to use group by. If the group by is not present, it is going to give me an error. Okay, but if you want to overcome that error, we start using giving group by e name comma set. Okay, now when I do that, now again it is giving me the salary and the grouping is done with as per e name and sal. That is why I'm not getting the total aggregate, I'm only getting the row level aggregate. So the row level, the group by is done at the row level. So in order to overcome this scenario, what we'll do is we generally go for a inline views in Oracle. What is that? Select e name comma sal comma sal sum. I'll tell you, I'm writing an alias which will be used in my inline view. Okay, from EMP comma, now here I am starting my inline view. Select sum of sal from EMP. This is our standard subquery. Okay, but again I forgot one thing, which is sal sum, which is the alias that I used in here. Okay, now I am trying to execute this. Once I execute this, see, I am getting this, right? See, I'm getting all the total investment in this column. Now I want to check the cost of what is incurring to get this data. So I'll say set auto trace on XP. If any one of you have a skill background at least a bit, then you might know what this is. Now you will see that I'm trying to execute forward slash will execute. Now I'm trying to execute that. Now I got the same output. See, as earlier I got the same output, but if you see the cost, now let me explain what this is. It is saying it is first what happens, subquery, any subquery that is present, that will be executed. So first our subquery is getting executed, which is this one. Let me show you that. Okay, here it is not present, but see the this one, let me show you. This subquery is getting executed in the start, so that is this. Then again, the after that, this sorting again, this table access full. See, these I can't explain right now, you need a very deep understanding. I just explaining superficially. The second table is accessed, then accessed, which is our external table, and then the total select statement is being executed. Okay, so here if you see the cost, there you have your, see, the number of rows and the number of bytes cost and the cost percent on CPU. This is just remember these. Okay, because I'll compare the same when we are talking again about analytical SQL. Okay, here now as this is open, I just want to write an analytical SQL. I am trying to get the similar output like this. Select e name comma sal comma sum of sal Now the first what we wrote from EMP, right? So here what I'm using is, rather than using any inline view or something, I'm just using a clause called over clause. Okay, now when I execute this, see, I got my same output. But did you see the cost? The table is accessed only once, and this word window buffer, this is very important, guys, because I'll tell you it later what is window buffer, but let's see this. Then the total select statement is executed. Now just remember, this is the total number of rows that are executed are 314 rows, and total bytes is 3140s, and the cost is 3339. Okay, now come up here. If you see the number of rows, see, there is one more 14 rows in this single rows, and then the total bytes, we have only 140 bytes, but here if you see 322 and the remaining are normal. But see, and again cost, we have only 3 is 9, but here 12 is also extra. So the speed of execution of the SQL queries is more, or is double the normal SQL query. That is why uh, nowadays analytical functions are becoming a very tremendous implementations, because they can give accurate the result very fast. But how are they able to give that result very fast? Now I just want you to concentrate on this. So what is happening? Table access full. So here the total table, the 14 rows are brought from Oracle database to SGA. SGA is a place where all the data, all the tables are stored temporarily before the output is presented to you. Okay. Now in this SGA, the table is present, and on that the analytical functions will execute over the output of that function and will give you this aggregation. So this word window buffer, this is very important, guys, because the window buffer is a buffer that is present in SGA, which is actually taking this EMP table, this two rows, this data total, whatever. Let me get to the, okay. See here, in here, first these two till here with this from EMP, this will be executed. The total, let me remove this. This will be executed first. Once if you have this data is present now in SGA. This data is not yet presented to you. This data is presented in SGA, and then on this output, then this is calculated. So before, when we are talking about inline views, there the table is accessed twice, it is joined and it is presented. But here, no. Only one table is taken, it is presented in the buffer, and then on that you are actually executing this aggregation. It is like the total food is prepared, this is only the garnishing part. When is the garnishing done, the total cooking is done, then you will go for the garnishing. So I consider analytical SQL are garnishing because they add more beauty to SQL. And how are they equal to our Windows functions? These are equal to Windows function because they act only based on this output. Like in Tableau, Windows functions always execute on the view level only. The same way, these analytical functions also work on the view level. Now, before closing, I just wanted to show one more clause in this. In this over, there is one more option, which is partition by. I am saying DEPT number. Okay. Now, what will happen is, now the sum of cell, again, when the garnishing is happening, the sum of cell will be executed over the data that is brought to SGA, which is ename and sal, both the columns. And when the aggregation is happening, partition by, what does this do is, it will divide this output, whatever we have, this output, whatever we have, it will be divided department wise, and then this aggregation sum of cell will happen. Now see the output, you will get a clear idea what is that. Now see, now for me, every department wise. Okay, just let me do a change, small change. I'll just say department number just for clarity purpose. Now see, all my aggregations are partitioned by the department level. See, all the 30 department employees are having the same aggregation. See, this is their department wise total investment. This is the 20th department total investment. This is 10th department, so total investment. Now, yeah, see, again, the number of rows that exist is the same because the table is taken only once. Now, yeah, the bytes might increase because here we are using partition by clause. And even the cost of CPU is increased. See, here it is 3 because it is again getting the same table. So no more extra cost. But here it is 4 because again you are using partition by. So that is why, see, the cost is very, very, very less. Okay, before going again, I just wanted to show you this in what do you say, normal SQL without using analytics function. Salsum, okay, comma, select department number, comma, sum of sal as salsum, okay, from EMP group by department number, where I'll just name this as E and I'll name this as E1. Just for joining I need a name, right? So E dot DEBT number is equal to E1 dot DEBT number. Okay, see, even writing the query is a bit hard, whereas there that writing a query is very simple. Now again I'll just say therefore now I'm going to, okay, sorry, my mistake, it is E dot department number. So let me execute this. Now see, the output will be the same. If you see, you will get every department levels aggregation you will get in here. So the output will be the same. And here, if you see the cost, now see, the cost is very huge. You've gone up to 546 bytes, whereas the cost is more than 7. See, 774433. Whereas earlier the cost is very less, very, very less. See here, it is 443, whereas here it is 774433, where the output is same. There is no change in, no difference in output. So that is why analytical functions are so very important. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session, guys. Again, this is my channel Rayapati. Please do like, subscribe and share my channel Rayapati, and also share it with your friends who are actually working on Tableau and are stuck at some point. And from now onwards, I'll also be adding some more SQL stuff into my channel. Okay, so that I'll help all you people who are trying to work on Tableau. And this is my Tableau public profile. Here you can access all the solutions that I have provided, so that you can work on your own. Any solution that I have provided, that workbook I'll be uploading it in here. And this is the blog. And many people are asking about real-time scenarios. So I've the scenarios that I have addressed across all the social media, I'm putting it in my this blog. So if you want to find real-time scenarios or something I have answered, which I'm not making videos, I'll put it in here. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.